against a Lurrus deck, I don't think that you're like legally allowed to mulligan a double Manamorphose hand that is somewhat functional. Can we consider Chancellor to NX? No, Chancellor is like, again, cards like Chancellor and Sire of Insanity are good in Legacy, where you can like really consistently reanimate something on turn 1. In Modern, you can never reanimate something on turn 1, rarely turn 2, and like on a good draw on turn 3. And Sire of Insanity and Chancellor are like much, much worse in the mid game, you know? I think it's Hammer. I think let's go Manamorphose blue-white, ending the Sigarda's Aid. Serum Visions seems pretty good against their mold of 5. And then you can discard the third Salvaging, but I guess we can keep an ending. Do you feel like ending makes this matchup decent? Put Arclight Phoenix in the graveyard. Let's go. Take blue-red. Salvaging. I think we discard Mending. Get Phoenix back. I think we attack too. Don't have any white sources, which can be a bit awkward here if my opponent plays something demanding an answer right now. Oh, like that. Well, punished for attacking pretty badly. We can take the 11, though, down to 7. Really cold to another hammer. Rebound Salvaging. Discard Salvaging. Serum Visions. There's a Hallowed Fountain. I guess I'll keep another Visions. I'm not thrilled. Bottom of the Mending, keep the Visions. Ending the hammer. Pass it back. Kind of hope they can't find another hammer. Obviously, they have a lot of ways to find the hammers in their deck. Second Paladin. No attacks. Makes sense. Bottom, I think we keep Demilich. Then we can play Demilich this turn. I can cast Prismatic Ending for 1 if I want to here. I don't think I'm going to. Let's just get a basic island, cast Demilich for 2 mana. Then Exile Salvaging, Manamorphose Visions, probably. And then the Demilich is going to play control pretty well. We're actually not even that cold to hammer because we can block. I do feel like this spot is tense, but maybe it's less tense than I think it is. Okay, they top deck the hammer, so we really needed to fade this for a turn, but we're not dead to this. But they got to draw 2 cards, so if they can find a Shadow Spear, we're dead. I think this is my first time playing this matchup. Yeah, Magic Online has the Old Border Demilich promos. They don't exist in paper. Well, my opponent isn't just slamming Shadow Spear, so maybe we're alive for a turn. Seem to be alive. Lurrus in the hand, okay. Start off by scouring. Then let's salvage, discard Mending. So salvaging will rebound Exile. Okay, so we'll target this with Prismatic Ending. And then I can't gut shot anything. I don't have a bolt in the yard, which is really bad to not have bolt here, but I think I can just leave this back as a blocker if they hammer block. Yeah, we go to 1 even if they have another hammer. So I'm going to Serum Visions. Bolt is good. Demilich will probably be pretty good for next turn. Let's keep that. The rebound on the salvaging is going to set up for a decent turn. They trump block with Ornithopter, which they can replay off their Lurrus. Their hand is Lurrus, 3 mystery cards. We've already exiled 2 hammers. One of their other cards was Inkmoth Nexus. They play Lurrus, which is a really good sign for us. They're not casting like Stoneforge Mystic. Okay, I'm actually feeling decent about our chance here. This matchup seems really fun, honestly. You have like a lot of cheap interaction. Okay, I don't know why they're attacking. This is a 1... Oh, they're attacking because they can replay it off Lurrus. Okay, but I can just kill the Lurrus, so I still like that block. I should have taken like one more moment though to think about it. Alright, let's flashback Mending, I think. First. Cool. Discard. Demilich. Consider? So I think I want to go Bolt, Bolt, Bolt. Start off by bolting Lurrus. And then Bolt Paladin, Bolt Paladin? Or do I... Can I just bolt them? If I bolt them with the Demilich, I bring back a Phoenix. I bolt them down to 12. No, they're not quite dead. So I feel like I need... Yeah, let's just leave the Phoenixes back to block then. And I hold up the bolt off the Scalding Tarn. Oh no, I forgot to play the other Demilich. Oh man. Damn it. Sorry, chat. We're still in really good shape, but just obviously a free Demilich should be pretty good there, right? Still just doing fine. Another bird. It's pretty unlikely we can... I mean, actually it's not. We can get the bird back pretty easily. Yeah, we can go bolt them, bolt them. Bolt them, bolt them, down to 5. Attack with 3 Phoenixes. And then bolt them again. Okay, I guess we can't bolt them again off the Demilich. Let's cost 0 that there. Yeah, I guess killing their creatures is the same as bolting them because they're chump blockers. But also, we just want to be playing a more controlling game here. So maybe I'll just go bolts, bolts. Get back my Phoenix. Attack with just the Lich, though? Leave all these back down, and then Prismatic Ending the Sigardizade. And then remember my Lich back next turn, and we should be able to kill them next turn. Top deck hammer kill you with Nexus. So I can just block the Nexuses, and I can exile the Sigardizade, so should be fine. Despite not playing this game that well. Yeah, Demilich is really good. I don't know why people keep asking me if Demilich is like good in this deck. The card is cracked in half, man. Yeah, Demilich does exile the spell after casting it. So we win game 1. We have a lot of sideboard cards too. Definitely want Path because it can answer Sanctifier. I don't know if I want all 3 Alpine Moons. I'm a little bit worried about over sideboarding too. Me not play, probably not bring this in. I'm not sure we found room for all these because our main deck's not that bad. We can probably cut Serum Visions and go down to 2 Salvaging, and maybe trim one of these. Maybe trim a Demilich. Seems like a good plan to me. What's the best enabler? I don't know. I'd say that Salvaging and Mending are very close in power level. Like, Salvaging is way better on turn 2, but Mending is like better every turn after for the most part. Consider's been really good. Does Gunshot do much? Yeah, it does. Their Esper Sentinels are really, really good against us, so having Gunshot for that is good. Also kills Min Might, Inkmoth Nexus. It has like 12 targets. But like specifically, Esper Sentinel makes me really want Gutshot because that card is one of their best cards in the matchup. How's Elemental's matchup? I haven't played it yet. I suspect that Elemental's is favored. Alright, go to 5, unfortunately. Pretty good 5, though. Probably going to put back Mending... Thought Scour? Isn't Demilich better? I just kind of feel like it's a bit harder to enable when we're adding all these like interactive cards. I feel like it's a bit harder to cast Lich, but maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. In fact, I kind of feel like Lich is even better on the play because you're more likely to just control their board with it. But I guess the point about Sanctifier probably makes me side with you even more. How's Ragavan in the new meta? The new meta is not defined, you know what I mean? It's just like the new cards have been out for 3 days. There's not a defined new meta. But Ragavan is bad against the Phoenix deck. But like I doubt that Ragavan... in fact, I kind of feel like the question of how's Ragavan in the new meta is code for is Ragavan going to drop in price so I can buy it? I haven't played the Reclamation deck yet. We'll play it next week. How come? How come what? I said a lot of things just now. If you don't want Chalice for sideboard, what would you play? It's probably 4th Flusterstorm. Interested in a couple season Pyromancers? No, do not raise the mana curve of this deck is what I encourage you to do. Opponent just not playing around things. Yeah, I really strongly encourage everyone, if you want to tweak and tune this list, because I know people love to tweak and tune Phoenix decks, to do your best to not raise the mana curve. I think the mana curve is like as high as it can really afford to be. And like a looting effect like Season Pyromancer that's not instance or sorcery based is a bit awkward as well. Guess I'll put that in the graveyard. And then I guess I'll ending the Stoneforge Mystic. It's kind of an interesting draw. Yeah, we rolled a 5 with this hand. Yeah, I think this Jeskai Phoenix deck is great. I'm really, really impressed by it so far. Because more of, do I need to keep main decking Chalice type of question? I see. I think main deck Chalice is still going to be good, but it's also like, it's just too early to tell. Like, there's not a defined metagame. Like, Phoenix and Reanimator got like a lot of stuff from the new set, but it's still just way too early to tell you like what's going to be good, what's not going to be good. Man, these headphones die really fast. I bought Esther new AirPods. I think she gave me her old ones. They've been dying like so fast. So yeah, so I've got 10 points of power. Rare Tear Ending. Well, I mean, let's just like see what we draw, right? Let's see what they do before we make our plans. But yeah. In 2018, 2019, they ran Force MC Crackling Drink Dog. Burke, I know what the old deck lists look like, but those deck lists got to play Faithless Looting, which made the mana curve much lower. This deck is playing a bunch of 2 mana enablers for looting. Right? You're playing a lot of 2 mana spells that the old Phoenix decks weren't playing, which is why they could afford to play Crackling Drake because they had looting. You're playing 8 2 mana filtering spells. You cannot afford to make your curve like any higher than this. Like comparing this deck to the old list is just good. That's how you end up playing like worse versions. Is you think that the deck is still the same as it was. It's not. So the rest 2 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, but like, yeah, it's also like you don't need other threats because Lich is just so freaking good. Magic, thank you for Twitch Prime. Springleaf Drum, it's really interesting. So I can target Prismatic Ending, response to the target Manamorphose, and then use that mana for ending, and then hold up Where for the Sigarda's Aid, and then Prismatic Ending, exile the Paladin. I think that's the play. So hold control, target ending, respond, make red-white. Let this ability resolve. Prismatic Ending, the Paladin. Yeah, sorry, Terra, not rare. I guess I don't need to do this until they play a creature. Is Arya Sideboard? I tried Arya Sideboard, but I found that this deck is really good at fighting through hate. With Prismatic Ending as in Wear Tear, you're really good at fighting through hate, so you don't need Arya Flame, which is honestly great news for the deck, right? You just don't need it. I guess my opponent they just get to, yeah, but it doesn't really matter. They do just get to put all the hammers on this anyways. Revealed. I like that we have Prismatic Ending for Chalice. I'm gonna keep this hand. With that draw, I'm just gonna get a Fountain here. I'm keeping both. Can loot away one of our lands and then set up for a potentially big turn on turn 3 unless Wafu plays Chalice here, then I'll take the turn off to Prismatic Ending. Well, I guess I'm probably shuffling away the other Scour. Not that that really matters. I mean, I would like to draw it. So likely Mana Light with the Typhoon Cycle. See if Wafu found land number 3. Or could already have had it. Just with like a very expensive hand. Alright, I think I'm discarding the Flooded Strand. I think I like discarding that more than Island here. Yeah, you can play any blue fetches in this deck. Oh no, sorry, you don't find the Sacred Foundry. Actually, yeah. Being able to get Sacred Foundry is kind of important, but you can play a Fountain instead, I guess. A second Fountain over the first Foundry. Okay, I think I'm discarding Ending. I mean, they can draw Chalice at kind of any point, though. We can go Manamorphose Mending here. No creatures in the top 18 feels kind of bad. I feel like this Manamorphose also is probably getting countered. Not getting countered. We need to find, if this resolves, we like really need to find a creature. And we did not. No creatures in the top 21. But that does mean that they're in there somewhere, and we could maybe keep digging, right? Charles 2. I don't currently have any brews with Brendan 7, but I mean that card is strong. It's undeniably strong. Izzet Charm is cracked in this matchup. Cracked feels like a big exaggeration to me. Spreading Seas the Steam Vents. Good play. Good draw. So I think I want to start off, I guess I'll Thought Scour first. Okay. Flashback Mending, which I really doubt is going to get countered. Okay, the Phoenixes were in fact in the deck, huh? They were in fact in the deck. So Wafu might have Solitude with that pause there. Or the Wafu maybe just pauses like at every single moment. Yeah, we're playing 4 Demilich. Demilich is really good. Solitude, pitch Prismatic Ending. Don't play Prismatic Command. You have Prismatic Ending for Chalice already, and like Prismatic Ending, Wear Tear also like is like better at answering hate cards than Prismatic Command. But like you again, I really advise anybody tweaking this deck list to not raise the mana curve. I think that the mana curve is like as high as it can really afford to be. Just like with the looting effects being 2 mana, you need your mana curve to be. They have a second Solitude. Jeez. Yeah, but you really need your mana to be. Your curve to be as low as possible. Okay, Demilich in the yard. Mending is a great draw, so we get to go Manamorphose, make red-blue, Mending, discard Phoenix, discard Gutshot, bolt this, play Demilich from the graveyard, exile Salvaging, Gutshot, Scour, get back a Phoenix. 4 cards left for my opponent. Both Solitude's gone is also like really nice because like I think Wafu only plays 2, so like these are now really hard to answer because you can't Prismatic Ending them. I've tried Arias. You don't need Arias. You can really fight through hate really well. Thing in the Ice I think is much worse than Demilich, and I'm not even that well positioned in the metagame. It's obviously fine. I really recommend this deck list. I really promise you I like this deck list a lot. Oh, so you're saying I have tried. I see. Thank you. Oh, I really appreciate you saying that. Finally, someone in chat says, you know, I actually think Spike is right about this. First time for everything. I guess we're going to make blue-white. Maybe I should make blue-red. Be able to just bolt them. Yeah, we're playing against Wafu. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna play blue, surveil 4, flashback 1 blue. I mean that's not what the new card does, right? It's 3 instead. I don't think I would though. I think we have 1 more Phoenix in the deck. There's a Demilich. Oh, whoops, I probably stacked that a bit wrong. But the Gutshot kind of bails me out a bit. I think we Gutshot this because we can get the rebound. I think my opponent has Counterspell, so I don't really feel like playing the Bolt this turn. Can you cast copies under Teferi? Yeah, you can't cast spells from Demilich or Rebound underneath Teferi. So our Rebound is not going to resolve, but we get to put our opponent to 2. We've got Bolts in our hand. We've got a bunch of creatures in play, so I'm not feeling that bad. I guess I could kill Teferi and get the Rebound. Yeah. I feel like this is fine. Just kill him. I mean, I can't kill them this turn. I think this is fine. It's like just like getting the rebound is really good if they verdict, yeah. Because I get an extra spell for both the Liches and the Phoenixes. Yeah, I think this ended up being really good. Maybe not. Maybe I just kill them if I do it the other way, right? But this also probably kills them. Yeah, both. Yeah, I agree that both lines seem fine at least. Like one is not, you know, clearly better than the other. Consider's been really good, dude. All right, so let's see if they can deal with this Phoenix. We get to play 3 Liches from the yard. They can't. Our draw was also like kind of slow that game. There were no creatures in like the top 21 cards. Okay, so I've been bringing in the Wear Tears for Gutshots in this matchup and just making that change. I think this is good. So Ragavan over the Salvaging. Salvaging is really good. I know people don't think Salvaging is good. The rebound on this card sets up for so many great turn 3s. This card is better than Mending on turn 2. But also, like, Ragavan is not good in this deck. This is a highly synergistic deck that is, like, resilient to removal spells. Ragavan is very fragile to removal spells and doesn't synergize with the deck. Yeah, I didn't want. I didn't like the one of Murktide. It would be fine. No, Flusterstorm isn't good because it doesn't counter Supreme Verdict. You don't really care about their counter spells that much. It doesn't counter Chalice. It doesn't counter Rest in Peace. It doesn't counter Teferi. It doesn't counter Solitude. And those are the cards you care about. You don't really care about their counter spells with this deck. Yeah, Gutshot's pretty well positioned. It kills Ragavan. It's good against Hammer Time. It's at least like as well positioned as it can be, right? Yeah, but people think Salvaging is just a bad card. Salvaging is really good. But just like people just want to cut the Salvaging because they don't realize how good the rebound is in this deck. Have we played Chalice against anything today? You played against Living End, which we did play against earlier. Like Salvaging might be better than Mending. It's at least close. How good is Bolt in this matchup? Gutshot being a mana cheaper, it seems like moderate size deal. I don't know. It's just like it deals 3 times as much damage as Gutshot, and then they just like the bolts add up over the course of the game, right? Fruit Fly, 15 months. Appreciate you. Yeah, I like keeping this. I think it's pretty important to have an answer to a hate card in this matchup because they have Chalice and Rest in Peace. Phoenix PogChamp, hell yeah. So no Chalice nor Rest in Peace on 2. I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's just Scour. I usually like to Scour first because it's you don't make any decisions, and so you have more informed choices to make when you cast your Considers. And I think we're supposed to do a Manamorphose Consider, assuming the Manamorphose even resolves. And hopefully we can bin a Phoenix. I think I will put Bolt in the yard. Another Wear Tear. Alright, pass back. So maybe we can flashback Mending next turn. We at least are pretty resilient to lock pieces, but Waffy didn't play any last turn, so might not be any to target this game, which is fine because that's another thing about like playing so many answers to lock pieces. You could just boot them away if they don't play the lock pieces. Ah. Colonnade tapped. So let's discard Phoenix, Wear Tear, draw for turn. I think we go Visions before Thought Scour because we can scour something we scry to the top into the graveyard. Or we could just draw this. But we can also go... Yeah, I think I want to keep this. But for now, let's go Salvaging, discard Phoenix. If this resolves. Which it does. And then I think we scour ourselves to just be able to maybe spike a third Phoenix. This is tapped, so I don't really need to like bolt it this turn. I put it also my Verdict, right? We have a Rebound Salvaging too. So keep that in mind. Not that we have really any decisions to make. I feel comfortable using my Considers cantrips, hoping to hit Phoenixes as opposed to saving them when you know you have them in the graveyard. Yeah, your deck is so full of cantrips that like you're supposed to use your mana casting them in those kind of spots because look, we just have plenty of more filtering spells. Your whole deck is filtering spells. Is it Charm is just too redundant? Yeah, I mean, yeah, Charm is just underpowered as well. As much as I hate to say it, I do like Archmage's Charm, but it just is a little underpowered. Yeah, this deck just doesn't really care about counter spells for sure. I think I'll discard a Salvaging. It's kind of close. Alright, let's cast Mending next. Yeah, I might Prismatic Ending the Shark. Discard. Demilich, Mending. Play this. I think we've got more fetchables. I should have double checked though. So storm count is currently 2. I think it's gonna make blue red. I might end up flashing back Mending depending if I like what I find here. Salvaging, discard, wear tear, I think. And then exile the token with ending. Attack for 3. Exile, salvaging, Manamorphose, Scour, Visions. I think Scour and salvaging are usually like, and Manamorphose. I don't usually flash these back with Demilich. I tried Murktide. I don't think it's good. Like, you have to remember any threat that you add makes like the rest of your deck worse because you need to have like a lot of instants and sorceries. 8 threats has felt like a really good number. You could play 1 Murktide if you wanted to, but I really recommend this main deck to you. I really recommend this main deck. Sideboard still needs tuning, but I think it's pretty good at the moment. But there's more to be figured out with the sideboard. Salvaging, discard Vents. We have a lot of creatures left in the deck too. Alright, let's Mending. Then we're going to Bolt a Solitude, and I think I just cast the Lich for 1 mana and hold the Canal to loot away. What's your game plan versus mill? Well, people call it a rough matchup, but like they're milling over your Phoenixes and Demiliches. I think you just race them. I haven't played the matchup yet, but I think I don't understand why people think it's such a bad matchup. It doesn't seem that bad to me. And a Verdict. Play Misty. Kind of a big draw step, right? Right, that should let us get our Phoenix back. Yeah, we can flash back Mending, cast Bolt. Do we mill over another Phoenix? I think there's just one in there. Doesn't really matter. If they don't counter this, we do get double Phoenix though. Yeah, like the surgicals are a problem. Although the blue-white mill deck, which is popular, is not playing surgical at the moment. But it's like, yeah, I mean, surgical is like really good against you. But also, I'll say this, like, when you play these kind of decks, like surgical is going to be good against you, and you just can't beat everything. Did not counterspell the right one there, I think. Caw. 5-1, feeling really, really good. This deck has been really, really well. We have a win in for top 8. Possibly could like still top 8 after losing, but probably not. Yeah, this is our win in. Win in for top 8. Opponent's playing Luris. Last seen playing Hammer Time 4 days ago. Give him the mulligan. This hand seems a little bit better. Yeah, usually we beat Hammer earlier. Seems like a 5 matchup. I think I'm gonna put back the Salvaging. It's pretty close though. Put an also mulls to 6. MTG bot checks like the last MTG Goldfish Decklist posting for them, but also you could just Google it. Is normally how it's done. Frank, thank you for the 2-month resubscription. Might have a Gutshot target. Usually cast Scour before Consider because you don't make any decision with Scour, but you need to make a decision with Consider. Salvaging, Manamorphose. Another Gutshot would let me Demilich here. I think I'll consider. I could have just also wait until next turn. Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to kill all their guys here with the Springleaf Drum, and they mulliganed. I think I'm just supposed to try to turn off the drum. Whereas we can't die to Nexus. I guess if they have 0 mana artifact, hammer Nexus, we die. They did not have exactly that. So I might... I should pay. I should pay. Just a bit of a pain because I might not be able to Lich. But I don't think I can afford to let them draw a card here. Do I want to make... I guess it would be blue-red. Punished. Set up for next turn, I guess. Consider, I guess, gives me a chance to Phoenix here, though. So it is kind of close. Hard decisions for sure. Sentinel's just so good against us. They only have 1 card in their hand, though. It's Cranial Plating, which is a big pain because it's on the Esper Sentinel now. Wasn't it possible for not to Lich Morphos 1 mana? I could have Lich, but I can't Lich and pay for Sentinel. I talked about this a bunch during that turn too. Yeah, if we had left up white for ending, we could ending here. I guess we could still draw a fetch. Okay, cool. Let's thank Clothis. Obviously, we gave our opponent a card. We're dead to hammer, but if we get to untap and oh no, we're just dead to animate Nexus equip plating. Bummer. See if they see the line, of course. Please put the Luris in your hand. Yes! Yes! Let's freaking go! They missed it. Not dead? Wait, why weren't I dead? They animate Nexus, equip plating. Oh, it's infect damage. Okay. Okay, a little bit of an over celebration then, but still feeling good. So I only have 1 mending in the yard, or ending in the yard. So I guess I should just Demilich, Gutshot, kill Midnight. I think I spend mana. No, I need to save this Bolt for Luris, I think. I also am probably gonna Mending. If they go Luris, I'm probably gonna Mending instead of immediately Bolt though. Yeah, sorry. I totally. I don't know why. Yeah, you're right. Obviously, infect damage doesn't kill me there. I mean, at least I didn't concede, right? It would have been so embarrassing to concede thinking I was dead. So we can kill both their creatures. I'm gonna flashback Mending though. Loot away the canal. Okay, interesting. Obviously it would have been a little bit better if we'd have been able to discard this, but we'll see if we... Okay, we did draw another Mending. I don't have the Gut Shot in my yard anymore, which is a bit awkward. Doom, thanks for the raid, dude. Alright, so let me draw the Mending. And then we can go Mending, discard Phoenix, Bolt Luris, get back Phoenix. And then we just have blockers. Oh, whoops. We can also draw a land to kill this. We did draw the land. Oh, we drew an island, though. So... I think we just discard the island, right? I guess I can... No. Yeah, wishing I had that Gut Shot back in the yard. Discard Bolt, get it back with Lich. That's true. But then we're attacking with the Lich. I kind of feel like 2 blockers is really nice here. Yeah, we just do this. Yeah, I think we just leave the Lich back. And we can block Midnight, block Nexus, and just not beat that to Hammer. Yeah, we don't have Gutshot anymore. The Gutshot, we flashed it back the turn before. If we had Gutshot, I'd easily attack here. Yeah, I know we have Bolted Yard, but then I'm dead to Hammer, right? I'm dead to Hammer because they fire up Nexus. I can only block one of the two creatures. This plays around Hammer. Yeah, Demilich does not cast a spell without the mana. It would be like, I mean, it would be. Oof. I mean, it's already really good, but it would be stronger than it is. Crashing Footfalls to get back with Lich. I mean, it's good when it happens, but it just makes your deck a bit too inconsistent. Discard Visions, Bolt Midnight, attack, and Bolt Flourish. Well, the thing is, this we didn't have enough red. This was an island. If this was a red source, then that line works, but this is an island. So that line does not work. Should have one more island in the deck. Just trying to think if I think I'll fetch. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a pretty mana intensive turn, and Demilich can draw us cards potentially. Wow! Oh my gosh! Top. Graveyard both of those. Draw a Prismatic Ending to get Phoenix back. This is nuts. It's just nuts. So we go Prismatic Ending, Midnight. Literally, this turn cannot have worked out any better. Prismatic Ending, Midnight. Go to combat. Bolt Paladin. Only attack with. We can attack with one Phoenix. Right. And we get to replay Lich or play the second Lich post combat for 0 mana. Yeah, this is our win and then for top 8 currently. Jeez. I mean, we did go through like a huge chunk of the top of our library without finding a second creature, so they were in there somewhere. This deck really does go through its library quickly. So we played this matchup earlier. I'm trying to remember exactly how I sideboarded. We did 2-0 it earlier. So I'm pretty sure I brought in these 7 cards. And I cut a Lich, but I think I was supposed to cut a Phoenix. And then I think I'm supposed to cut 2 Salvaging, 4 Serum Visions. Seems pretty good. Yeah, Lich is like really Lich doesn't get sanctified, and Lich like does just control the board game pretty well. Bolt Phase, attack with both Phoenixes for 6 damage lethal. They can block. They block one of my Liches, right? Yeah. This was fun. We played it right. I'm gonna get some water. Be right back. Okay, thank you for your patience, everybody. Dude, this hand is so close. Salvaging double Phoenix is a great draw, but we need to mulligan. This hand's good. Just good. Not great. Put back Island? Could put back Tarn. Put back Island. The Sentinel's so good. Doesn't Surgical dismantle the deck? I honestly, I don't understand. I don't know if I should just stop responding to questions like, doesn't Surgical dismantle the deck? It's like, is there any deck in Modern that doesn't have good cards against it? And like, nobody, Surgical is also it's not a popular card at all right now. But I just don't understand like this attitude of, there exists a good card in the format against the deck. Not worth playing. I just don't understand these questions. I feel like I just need to ignore that one going forward. It just is. I think it's just no longer productive. I mean, they're missing land drops. Maybe I'll just tear this on the turn. Which was a bit awkward here. Yeah, they're missing their land drops. Obviously doesn't feel very good. I mean, I could just do nothing here, and then maybe if draw land, that's better. But I also want to use my mana pretty badly. All right, Mending is a really good hit. Hopefully we can draw a land to flash it back. How would you change the sideboard? You talk about Flusterstorm not being good. Flusterstorm is good. It's good against the Cascade decks. I don't remember saying that. I mean, the sideboard is in flux. It's like more so the sideboard is still changing as we figure out what matchups need compensating for. So I think I'm unlikely to flashback Mending. I think I probably have to path the Sentinel this turn, which feels terrible. Man, path is so freaking bad. So bad when they're missing land drops to path here. I guess I can maybe just wait. I can maybe just not do anything, but they're probably going to equip Shadow Spear to Sentinel. Tear the Drum was a good play to restrict the play. Sentinel is so good against us. We have to kill Sentinel. Sentinel's like one of the best cards in the format against us. Like they draw a card and they keep their Sentinel in play, right? Alright, let's pass back. Yeah, I agree completely in step. I think the main deck is really good, but like when you're building a new deck like this, the sideboards just take a long time to figure out. But I really like the main deck. But sideboard, you're absolutely right, is going to take some time to figure out. So I probably don't have a hammer. Yeah, this is our win-in. We are playing our win-in for top 8. Okay, they have a hammer now. It's a flashback Mending into turn. Maybe unclunk our hand a bit. It'll be hard to win this game. We have game 3 on the play at least. And then we discard Phoenix Moon, I think? Maybe Phoenix Lich. If I discard 1 Lich. Sadly, no Gutshot targets over there. So I need to spend life on Gutshot so I can spend 1 mana on Lich and hold up path here. I'm going to exile Gutshot, Thought Scour. I guess I have a path in my hand so I could exile path in the yard. Leave Bolt, Wear Tear. Give back a Phoenix, which I'll leave back to block. If they have a second hammer, we're in not good shape. Do you think blue, white, red, Chalice control? Do you feel advantage? Yeah, we beat blue, white, Chalice twice this league. They have 2 hammers. I mean, we can't beat 2 hammers, right? So don't need to fret too much. Block here, block here. Could eat a Stoneforge instead of a Thopter. Is that better? Yeah, we just can't. We straight up can't beat 2 hammers. So we know they have 1. We'll path what they target with it. And they're targeting the Inkmoth. They just have to have 2. I feel like there's no way to make this attack otherwise. Yeah. Close game. Close game. We're not even. We're only like barely dead too. Draw was really awkward. We get to be on the play for game 3. I think I still like my sideboard plan. I maybe don't need the... Maybe I shouldn't play the moons. Yeah, maybe I'll cut the second moon. Maybe we'll just lose to Saga this game, though. I feel like I'm just... We have Wear Tear for Saga, too. Yeah, I think I have, like, a little overboarded, to be honest. I think I'll still want 1. Figuring out sideboard plans on the fly. What do you bring in? Chalice. We have main deck Prismatic Ending, and we also have sideboard Wear Tear. Oh, bring in Chalice against Cascade decks. You played on 0. I kind of want to Prismatic Ending that, although no, let's use Wear Tear so we can potentially Prismatic Ending a Sanctifier. Tyler's tracking. Thank you for your Twitch Prime, buddy. Then usually in these spots I like to cast Salvaging because just setting up for a turn 3 with a 0 mana with the rebound Salvaging is usually pretty valuable. It makes it way more likely you can lit your Phoenix. Although now I think I'm just gonna do nothing and take the turn off to maybe I'll cast Consider. Okay, I think I can cast the Consider. And then put that in the graveyard. Okay, so we can have a pretty strong turn. We could have a strong turn this turn, I guess. We can go Manamorphose. Manamorphose, Prismatic Ending. We can go Manamorphose, Path, Thought Scour, Salvaging. I think I just want to wait a turn here. Let's just go ending this turn. Yeah, oh yeah, all these cards, the Manamorphose gets exiled, so it's harder to get the Lich back. But I got a hammer. I might wait another turn too. Let's just see what we draw. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go just main phase Thought Scour myself. And then yeah, wait on the fetch here. Yeah, so another Manamorphose lets me like pretty freely hold up Path. I think I get Island so I can take a hit from a hammer potentially. My mana's pretty good. I guess the Sacred Foundry makes my mana like a degree better though. And I'm feeling pretty insulated here as well. Wow, what a draw. What a draw. Okay, so I have 6 cards in my yard. I'm probably going to leave Mending, so I should leave... I think I'll leave Consider. Since I have Path to flash back with the Lich too. Spider-Man top 8, awesome. Hopefully we can join Spider. Should I attack? I think I have a pretty good attack with the Phoenix here. We have the Path to cover the Ink Moth. Okay. Guess I'm glad I didn't get the other island. How do they have 5 cards there? They haven't done that much this game, right? Every time I queue and you're playing Hammer, Hammer broken? I mean, I also beat Hammer more often than I lose to it. It's a very popular deck. We're like super ahead right now. So we need to find an answer to give her. That's an answer to give her. So let me consider first. I think we'll put that in the graveyard. Draw another ending. Should I attack with the Phoenix? I think I should, yeah. But I can wait to ending till second main phase. Graveyard, draw another Consider, it's fine. Did I say streets ahead? Yeah. Especially with this chump block, I think I will identify my position as being streets ahead. At least like one street ahead, you know? We just have so much like protection from their deck too. We're pretty ahead on board. What particular makes Path better than Heat? Murktide Region and Sanctifier in Vec. And also our deck not being very good at getting Delirium. It's looking really good, chat. It's looking really good. I probably should tap this. So I don't think I'm pathing into turn, but I might bolt. I just try to kill them, right? If they have path, it's kind of bad. Yeah, it's not GG. They could have path to Exile. Like if I bolt them, they have path for Demilich. I feel like I could lose that game. I think I'm supposed to go for it though. Oh, they're paused. I think it was still good to go for it. Obviously, we're still in good shape. We just could lose this game. Now we just don't attack. No, we still make that attack. No, we easily still make that attack. We have path up. Ask me questions about deck construction when I'm not playing for top 8. There's going to be a lot of downtime. It's not a good time for those kind of questions. Yeah, they have Lurrus Hammer, and I think their hand is Lurrus Hammer. It is. They're dead if they equip Shadow Spirit or Ornithopter. And they're passing. We probably need to exile the Hammer or the Spear. Let's just see what we draw for turn. See what we draw off the Scour. A lot of good hits here. We hit a Phoenix in the graveyard. We know our opponent's hand is Hammer, Lurrus, so we can just go Prismatic Ending Ornithopter, Path to Exile Stoneforge Mystic, and then if they animate Inkmoth Nexus to block, they go to 3 and die. So this should win. We even beat Path too, so like they can't. There's like almost nothing they can't have. Hammer type matchup seems good. We're 2-0 against it today. Top 8, baby, with Jeskai Phoenix in 2021. I forgot what year it was for a second. Top 8, baby, let's go! Alright, so we're playing against Gab. We won the die roll, which we would, not be able to play if this was a paper tournament. Good luck, have fun, Gab. Let's freaking go! I don't think it's again. We did beat Living End earlier, but I think it was a worse version than Gab's version. They're Bant. We also got Ashiok. It's really weird. I guess the prediction is just still only halfway through. I thought we had more time. That's on me. That's on me. Honor system with the predictions, chat. Good main phase bending. It's not very good against Force of Negation though, and it's only good if I end up finding the second gut shot. Can I end it early? Can I? I'm going to end it if I can, so get your points in. In submissions. Oh, cool. I didn't know you could do that. Alright, Mending. Oh, we would have found the gut shot. It's kind of funny. I'm a bit worried about committing too much into the Living End, but they only have 3 creatures, so I think I'm probably supposed to. Maybe I only get the Phoenix back. We'll see what we find off this Mending. So Gab is going to force this. I could gut shot for 1 Phoenix, which I'll definitely do. I guess, like, if Gab Living Ends next turn to get back Riverwinder, Architects, Curator, I feel like we're beating that. I feel like we're beating that. Maybe not with the Architects. We'll see. Was Lich ever not $10? I think I bought them for less than $10. Like, yes, yeah, I bought one playset yesterday for like 7, I think. Upkeep consider. Yeah, it's probably for the best. It's pretty good. You can get a Phoenix back though. It's probably not going to be quite good enough. Alright, so this is 9, 14. So we have to Phoenix back block here. We go to 1, but it's like not likely. We have no cards in hand. We're super behind. Probably losing game 1. We do have some like crazy series of draws with this deck, right? So I'm gonna play it out, of course. Then I'm gonna bring in the Flusterstorms, the Chalices. I think the how we sideboarded is we brought in these 7 cards. I cut the endings and I cut the gut shots and 3 bolts. Okay, I guess that's obviously not what I did because I still have more cards. I didn't bring in Path, did I? Maybe I left in all the bolts. No, they usually have endurance, or at least like chat told me Gab has endurance, not leyline. So I'm not. Oh yeah, last time I brought in Wear Tear because we weren't sure if our opponent's on leyline. Yeah. Last time we brought in Wear Tear, but I like with Gab, I've been told that it's endurance, not leyline. So it's very macabre. 3 bolt, 1 gut shot. I think I like more bolts, to be honest. Why is Demilich old border? There are old border Demiliches on Magic Online, and they don't exist in paper, but they look really cool. Yeah, I think last time I trimmed bolts for Wear Tears, but like 2 Wear Tears, but I just I don't think the Gap has leyline, so. We lost to Burn in the Swiss. It's also really good that I'm trophy or top 8ing here because I need to rebuild my play points and stuff after the trophy race. So this will be a nice little buffer. No, I mean I think the Charmals are really good, Bobbert. I cut them because we just didn't play against Tron. We haven't played against Tron in like 2 days. But I think if you want to play against Tron, Charmal is the best card to play. And like yeah, the Charmal is phenomenal. I've been liking it a lot in other decks, for sure. I think I need to mulligan the hand with 2 bolts. Keep this one. Pathbed and bolt? No, I don't think so. Maybe, but I mean, I feel like you very, very rarely beat Living End that way. And like I do think we might be able to burn them out more likely, right? Wait, Nassif is at 61 cards. It's funny. Okay, and has no sideboard cards, so it's kind of good against Grief. Do you think it's red to run Surf Fusion deck? I mean, obviously I do, right? Siege Rhino or Siege Rhino. Obviously I do think it's right, and you don't, but yes, I do think so. I've been really liking the deck so far. I really, really recommend this list to you. And to everybody in chat. Or at least, like, I recommend the main deck. I think you have to figure out, like, how it's best built the sideboard. But I think the main deck is, like, maybe going to be stock. Build over a Demilich. That's a good start. Drew Demilich. Any thought including a non-graveyard threat in 75? Let's save the questions for after the match. I probably shouldn't be answering them, but just save the questions for later, huh? Alright, so Serum Visions gives me the best chance to land. I want to find a land so I can bring back at least a Phoenix. The one non-blue source. So I think I go bottom, top, scour myself, miss the land, but I mean, we're not really that bad shape with all these creatures in the yard. Seems like a really interesting matchup. Why don't we grab Foundry? Foundry, I wanted to not draw the Foundry. I wanted to draw a blue land so I could play another blue cantrip and get my get 2 Phoenixes back. If I draw Foundry, I can't cast another spell this turn. Couldn't you have left this land second on Trump? Yeah, the land was Sacred Foundry. I can't cast any of these spells, chat. Didn't want to commit. I couldn't cast the Manamorphose. I only had 1 mana after the cantrip. I couldn't cast it. Ripperoo. Please close chat. I mean, I have no decisions to make. I like yelling at chat. And people are confused, apparently. Yeah, chat does love it when I yell at them. Probably dead. We'll see. We'll see. That was 6 months. Have I considered Dryad Arbor? I have not considered Dryad Arbor. Maybe I will consider it now. Boy. I think we're dead, chat. But, I mean, top 8 with the Jeskai Phoenix feels really, really good. Lose to Gabriel Nassif for the top 8. I'm really excited about this deck. Really, really believe in it. Let me just go ahead and get the old raid yellow hat ready to go. Just get that typed in chat. But I feel great about this top 8. I'll play it out though, of course. Block here, take 11, dead. Jump here. Block here. This has menace before you guys yell at me for not blocking it. Yeah, we're not 100% dead. If we can find like both of our other Phoenixes somehow, and of course Gab has to have, you know, nothing. So I guess it's asking a lot. Oh, then even then this has menace. No, I'm not doing the challenge tomorrow. The challenge is way too early my time. Challenge is way too early for me, and I need to take a day off a week, you know. But I'll be back Monday. I'll probably play some more of this deck Monday, maybe not the whole day. But I'm gonna concede to Gab. I'm gonna raid Gab. Oh, let me finish the prediction. I don't know what happened to the raid. We will not make top 4. We did make top 8. I feel great about a top 8 with Phoenix. I feel really, really good. Oh wait, I typed in prediction instead of raid, I think.